The Armory update was an absolutely massive one when it was added to CS2 a couple of days ago, and it's going to change the landscape of both Counter-Strike 2 and Counter-Strike 2 investing. It's going to change, so many things over the next couple months and years, but one of the things that have been impacted the most in the short term is agents. I am Jerm, a CS2 collector, investor, and cash trader, and in this video today, we're going to be talking about the immediate impact that this new update to Counter-Strike 2 has had on agents, why the prices have been going very, very crazy all over the place, and what this means going forward in the future as well. Of course, as always, just wanted to plug my cash trading business real quick. If you guys are looking to sell any of your CS2 items, turn them into cold hard cash or crypto or any other payment method, definitely hit me up over on Twitter. It's going to be the first link in the description below. We're buying pretty much anything and everything for the right price. You can see here recently we bought some guns, some gloves, some patches, some knives, some agents, some cases, all kinds of different stuff. So if you want to get a deal done, hit me up. We can probably work something out. And of course, by selling them, you're helping support me, my channel, my content as well, which I would just appreciate a ton. With that being said, let's get right into this today. So the Armory update. This is what is going on with agents right now because of this update. So previously we saw agents go on this absolutely massive run leading up to this update. Around this time is when I was saying, hey, I think you guys should be selling your agents. I'm going to be selling my agents. And then over the next week or so, agent prices did kind of crash down. It made a lot of sense. Agent prices went too high too fast. There was too much exuberance. Some people were saying it was Chinese market manipulation. Some people like me were saying, hey, it was just too much dumb money going into one of the only few item classes that was pumping in the Counter-Strike 2 markets at that time because the markets were pretty dead. The game was pretty stale. We hadn't gotten any big updates. People were looking for places to put their money, and agents were going crazy. So it was like, hey, if I can make some money off agents, I'm going to put my money into agents. And it didn't make sense. And then as soon as prices started going down, a bunch of people panic sold. But guess what? Again, we can see right here on October 2nd and October 3rd, when this new update came out, those prices jumped right back up. So obviously people like me who sold all their agents a couple days ago, we are missing out. But honestly, I don't feel too bad about it because I did already make some nice profit off my agents. But the big thing here is that I do believe that agents are now a very, very good investment once again in the medium term and probably in the long term as well. I've always thought they were a good investment in the long term, but I just kind of sold out of mine because they weren't my highest conviction play, and I wanted to lock in some profit, lock in some gains, and go into some other things. But why have agents been going so crazy, and what has happened over the past couple of days? Now the Armory update has been out to agent prices as well. I think that's very, very interesting. So obviously agent prices have started skyrocketing once again. Some of these agents have even gone to higher prices than they were at a week ago. Some of these agents are now at all-time highs, and that's because the Armory update is seen as our new kind of operation for CS2. Whether this is an operation or isn't an operation or whatever you want to call it, it is a big, big, big piece of content, and we waited 3 years to even get something this big, so it could be quite some time before we get something else like this. Now, again, if this is a battle pass that's going to be where the content is going to be regularly rotated out, or they're going to maybe release some entirely different battle pass during the next iteration or whatever, we don't know for sure. We don't know how long the Armory is going to be out, but whatever, this current version we have of the Armory has no agents inside of it, which means there are no new agents being created. And for one, that means, again, no new agents are going to be created, so all the agents we have existing are the only ones out there, which already is going to bump up the price of agents a little bit and make them a more just a more fundamentally sound investment in the medium and long term. But also this new update where it actually forces people to play the game to unlock these items is going to increase the player base. And when the player base increases, that's also very, very good for agents because we have a finite amount of agents that have been created out there and an increasing amount of players, which is going to increase the value of all these, supply capped items that are in the game already. So this is good for agents in so many different ways. And we have seen some absolutely ridiculous graphs over the past couple of days. Right now, this Vipe Assista, it's only up 5% in the past 5 days, which is not insane, but that's still good. 5% in 5 days is good, but look at this graph. We had, shoes selling for around $45, whatever. Then it spikes up to $57. Now, it did come back down, but again, still 5% gains on the week. Something like Number K, again, an absolute ridiculously looking graph. Number K up 30% on the week. This is, in my opinion, probably the best agent to invest in. The only thing bad about Number K is he's not the absolute highest rarity, so there's, more supply of him out there than some other agents, but he is iconic. He is like a mascot of CS2 at this point, and there will never be an agent that's like Number K. There will never be an agent that replaces the niche or the uniqueness of Number K. There can be other cool agents. Like Miami Daryl isn't necessarily going to be the coolest agent forever, but there will never be an agent that can do or look like a Number K, obviously. So I think he's actually pretty interesting. And yeah, 30% gains in the past 5 days, absolutely insane. Sir Bloody Loudmouth Daryl, he's up 7% in the past 5 days, which is crazy. But look at this spike up. He was like $110. Then he spikes up to $152 before coming back down. B Squadron Officer SAS, he has a ridiculous graph as well. He peaked, he was about $22, peaked up to $27, then has crashed back down to $20. Prices are so volatile, and we have seen a lot of these prices of mini agents coming back down, like having a big spike up the actual day that the Armory update came out, and then coming back down, and that's probably because people just got a little bit too excited. Once people saw there was no agents, everyone wanted to rush in and buy. But then people are like, hey, maybe people are selling agents to get money to buy more of these Armory passes, or maybe people are just realizing that, hey, just because agents aren't in this thing, it doesn't mean agents should instantly shoot to the moon. I think in the long term, it means agents should continually to gradually go up over price, but I don't think they should be going up 30% overnight or anything like that. But I do think it makes them much more investable in the medium term. Now, obviously, in the long term, you still have to worry about a new operation, or just even in the next battle pass, or even the items rotating out of this and some kind of new agents coming out. Because at some point, we're going to get more new agents as CS2, unless Valve decides to change up the system entirely. Maybe they just want to add agent customization where you can just customize some default agents, something like that. I don't know what they're going to do, but there is still risk involved with agents. Obviously, they're non-consumable, so the supply isn't going down on them. The supply is kind of staying stagnant, which is better than the supply increasing. But if we do get new agents, obviously a lot of these other agents, especially the ones that aren't cool, aren't unique, aren't iconic, don't have genuine demand outside of just being agents, their prices, I think, are going to get hit pretty hard. But again, like I said, we've waited around 3 years since Operation Riptide before this new Operation Battle Pass, whatever you want to call it. So who knows how long it's going to be before we get anything else, some other big significant change added to the game, and who knows when we're going to get the next new agents. And in that meantime, you could get some very, very nice gains. We did have Elite Trapper Solman, big thing here. Same thing like these other ones. Again, he was $46, spiked up to $56. Now he's actually back down to $41. Safecracker Voltzman, just another kind of random agent that I picked. He was at $23. He spiked up to $26. Now he's back down to $21. I know there were some people saying, I saw some screenshots of, Miami Daryl. This is crazy. A week ago, he was at $143. I'm making sure I'm not covering this up. A week ago, he was at $143. His price spiked all the way as high as $199. I think there was maybe even some sales in the 200s, $200 for an agent. Again, he has since come back down to $153, but again, he's still up from $143 a week ago to $153 now. So many agents have gotten a nice little bump in the short term. So if you held on to your agents and didn't sell them, or have just been investing in agents, congratulations, you are doing very, very well. And again, if you had agents right now, I would not be selling them. I would be holding on to them, because I think for the next 6 months, a year, 2 years, whatever, they are pretty safe, pretty sound investments. Now, are there potentially better places to put your money? Yes, I do believe so. I do think that rare cases are going to outperform, or maybe just even perform in line. Who knows? They're going to outperform whatever. That's just my opinion. But I do like rare cases. I like patches. And that's another thing. I don't really feel too bad, because I sold a lot of my agents and I bought some more patches. And obviously, there's no new patches in this Armory update either, which should, in theory, be really, really good for all the Operation Riptide patches and all the skill group patches. And also, as agent prices go up, patches are going to go up as well, because obviously they go hand in hand. And I also do still own a couple of agents. They're all patched agents. So, hey, this thing is still kind of going okay for me. Obviously, I would love to be riding the wave and gains on a lot of these agents, but I'm not too salty, because I'm still happy that there was no new patches in this update as well. So I do still like patches. I do still like rare cases, and I still like old school bordered stickers like Cato 15 and DreamHack 14 and stuff like that, which I also think should do really, really well from this update, because 100 new skins or whatever the heck just came out is going to be great for crafting, and that's why I'm invested in those things in the first place. So agents have been going absolutely insane. This is crazy, but it's not only up. The prices are very volatile right now. You know, the guy who bought a Miami Daryl for $200, obviously he's down massively. Prices went up because people were excited it was way hyped up. Now prices are maybe coming back down to reality. But again, in the long term, I still think this Armory update not having any agents in it is obviously going to be good for agents. And yeah, if you, like I said, if you do own them, I would definitely recommend holding on to them and continue to ride the gains, because I think agents are just going to continue on this upward trajectory and upward momentum for some time to come. So yeah, I don't know, just an update of what's kind of going on with agents right now. Pretty much every video today, guys. Hopefully catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.